live this Saturday on Premier Sports 1.
Anakin.
This is drama.
Batman back again.
Let's turn up the heat.
Are you ready?
Glasgow come alive!
Real Warriors!
He'll go under the
Glasgow Warriors versus DHL Stormers. Live this Friday on Premier Sports 1.
It's one touch and a pass. Whoa, Guti lost it here. Dangerous. And for Brazil, it's the discount. Goal! Mateus Cunha!
Burberry Hero, the new performance tense.
2025 Asset Alliance Group Scottish Rally Championship kicks off once again with the McDonald and Monroe Speyside stages. Now, if you're in Elgin, you're a proper petrol.
And the bashing is coming from 170 million people.
And the 170 million people are just the ones in Nigeria. We are not talking about those outside Nigeria, those in other countries. The bashing will be coming left and right. So that is why the coach didn't want to let me experiment the team. Let me go for those guys that I know, that have been with the team before, that have had one or two caps in the team. Let me bring them in. That was why I went with this very team that he brought to the Unity Cup.
Okay.
So if left for me, we just played the under 20 not quite long.
Yes.
At least transition. Bring in 2-3 players to the national team for this very tournament.
Okay.
Unity Cup.
Okay.
It helps for the transition process.
Exactly.
Ndidi,
the builder.
Ndidi, for instance, Samir Ajayi, for instance, Ahmed Musa, for instance. There are 5, 6, 7 of them. Their legs are going off.
Okay. So we're still bringing you pictures from Brentford. Maybe we'll have a minute or two to dash over to the Minister for Sports and Recreation. Honorable Kofi Idi Adams. He is there to encourage the national team. We will be going to Brentford. All right, so the encouraging words from the Honorable Minister. He believes that this will be setting the tone for bigger things to come, especially as we have a couple of matches to go to ensure qualification for USA, Canada, and Mexico, talking about the World Cup, the upcoming World Cup. So let's see what the Sports Writers Association of Ghana President Mr. Kobna Yeboah, he's had a lot of experience. He's been with the team throughout, and his presence there has also formed some form of alliance and encouragement. Let's see what he had to tell the players ahead of this big game.
Enthusiasm, a lot of passion, a lot of adrenaline. The major concern is the fact that quite a number of the regulars, the starters, are not in the team. So the likes of Semenyo not in the team, Salisu, Naki, and all the regulars. It gives, in my opinion, an opportunity for the younger players to showcase what they have. So I think that if you look at it from that perspective, you see a lot of positivity. But if you're looking at pure results, then you may be disappointed that quite a number of the regulars here in Nigeria could take advantage of that. Because so far as Ghana and Nigeria are concerned, it's not a question of just a friendly game. A lot of bragging rights at stake. And Nigeria has always been the nemesis of Ghana, and the rivalry has been so intense over the decades. So I do not think that many Ghanaians would be very, very excited about the fact that the team is so depleted. But this is a friendly game, it's a unity cup, and I like to look at this from a positive perspective. The fact that the cup is half full rather than half empty. So it's a wonderful opportunity for some of the youngsters to really showcase what they have. This may be the beginning of greater things to come from a number of the guys who have the opportunity to play today. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see what happens at the end of 90 minutes.
Thank you very much.
It's encouraging to see the SWAC president there with the team in London. We already made you aware of the fact that the minister is also there ready and waiting. The Nigerians have arrived at the stadium in their numbers and in their jerseys, but so have the Ghanaians as well. We understand that after yesterday's game, it was imperative that Ghanaians and Nigerians showed up at Brentford to also show their love, their support for their national teams. And so we'll be seeing the green and white flamboyant colors of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We will also be seeing the red, gold, and green with the black star of the senior national team, the Black Stars. One thing I like about these two countries is that anywhere and everywhere they play matches, friendly or otherwise, their patriotic fans will follow the team to give them the support that they need. And so definitely we will see a lot of them there. The GTech Community Stadium is the venue. We are just about getting ready to get into the hostilities itself. The Nigerians will be coming out. The Ghanaians will be coming out. And once again, we would like to doff our hats for those who have made this possible. Medimafo Herbal Clinic, Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic, Jaga 4 Bitters, Give Us Co and P Capsules, Niche Chocolate Drink, Max by Techno, and a Lucky Win. Gentlemen, just before we go onto the field for the hostility to begin, for the game to begin, Coach Reggie, what are you looking forward to in the first half?
No pressure. Good football from Ghana.
Exactly.
Confidence high.
Yeah.
And then we are there to prove a point.
Okay. And Coach Richard?
Same goes with me.
Sure.
With, this thing, take it easy. There is nothing too bad in the first half. Let's observe them. And if I'm like the coach, I'll say let's observe what the Ghanaians are coming to throw at us. And then take it from there slowly. And then we gradually build into the game. So I expect it to be a very cagey first half, whereby everybody want to outwit each other, like they normally do from the beginning of this blast of the whistle. So it's going to be a good game. So let's see how it goes. The first 10-15 minutes will determine the outcome of the match.
You're thinking of making a prediction at the end of the first half?
I will make prediction after the first 15 minutes.
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 Ghana.
An early goal.
Yes.
To unsettle.
Yes.
To unsettle the Nigerians.
That's right. That's the first half.
I see. Okay. So, at least because this is not the stable team, I agree where Coach Reggie is coming from. There won't be too much pressure. Although we also know behind the back of our minds that, Charlie, when it comes to Ghana and Nigeria, let's get the job done, and then let's move on. Again, from the home-based players' perspective, it's an opportunity to perform well. It opens a few doors. Won't that rather give the home players, especially, the pressure?
I don't think so.
Because, Charlie, me bomb me home one day, you be home.
You be home. If it goes well.
If it goes well.
And there are good days and bad days in football.
In football, that's true.
Anything happens.
That's true.
Yeah. So let's hope they get a good day at the end of the match.
Good day is what we're all expecting. A good time for the players. 90 minutes of action. It nearly went to the penalty shootout yesterday when TNT played against Jamaica. Of course, Ghanaians believe that, Charlie, Nigeria won Wule Basa. The Nigerians also believe that, Oga, this be opportunity to beat Ghana now. So let's see what will happen. Coach Richard, have you had dinner? I want to provide you with some Ghanaian jollof.
Oh, I'm used to the Ghanaian jollof.
So you agree that Ghanaian jollof is the best?
I won't agree.
Hey,
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming.
All right. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I give you facts.
You hold your horses. I'll come for the facts. But ladies and gentlemen, let's now join the live feed in London, Brentford, as Ghana faces Nigeria. As the Black Stars taking on the Super Eagles, will join you again at halftime.
Jamaica beating Trinidad and Tobago. But these two nations here playing to be in the final on this pitch on Saturday evening. Very much each other's main rival on the international stage. Africa's two most successful teams on the international stage too. Now ahead of the action here tonight, we will have the two national anthems. For the vast majority of those involved, this game comes at the end of a domestic season. To some extent, that's reflected in the squads. Plenty of good talent on show still, and a few new names to have a look at. A few debutants from the start and more to follow from the bench. Even without a fair few regulars at the back and up top, there's still plenty of proven quality for Nigeria, with Wilfred Ndidi and Samuel Chukwueze starting, while Brentford's Frank Onyeka returns to his parents' club pitch, having been on loan in Germany. 3 debuts from the start here: Papa Daniel, Igo Ogbu and Sidiku Alimi of Remo Stars, who are the newly crowned Nigerian champions, and they are well represented in this squad picked by coach Eric Shell. The Ghanaian 11 looks a little lighter on experience. 19-year-old Aaron Essel and 20-year-old Christopher Barbonsu both make their senior debuts. What an occasion for them. At the other end of the spectrum, captain Jordan Ayew plays for the 112th time for the Black Stars. All 4 of the players called up from Ghanaian domestic football start tonight, including the goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. Otto Addo on the right of your picture there, his second spell in charge. Stuart Atwell is meeting 2 players who know this pitch very well. Wilfred Ndidi on the right, Jordan Ayew on the left, Premier League regulars. Addo's opposite number, the still new Nigerian coach Eric Shell. Nothing new about Jordan Ayew, so experienced, only his brother Andre has more international caps and has been playing for a little longer, to be fair. Salis Abdul Samid, cheerleader in chief down there. A lot of these Nigerian players still trying to impress the new coach, and a few of them there's Eric Shell, only appointed in January. He is the new coach they're trying to impress. They got 4 points from 6 in the 2 World Cup qualifiers in March, the first games in charge for him. They would have won both but for conceding right at the end of their match against Zimbabwe. All 3 goals in those 2 games were scored by Victor Osimhen. He's one of a few headline absentees here, but a real chance for others to shine. Or should I say soar for the Super Eagles. Here we go, and we hope for entertainment between Nigeria and Ghana on the same level as last night's opening Unity Cup match. Jamaica 2 goals up against Trinidad and Tobago, pegged back to 2-2, and then victorious by a late penalty, 4 minutes into stoppage time. Usually, you'd think that might be a pretty tough act to follow, but let's see, these 2 are pretty fierce rivals. Might not be all that much unity out there tonight. 90 minutes stoppage time and a penalty shootout if required. Dessert immediately looking at the run in behind, the big Nigerian number 9 in for a rare start tonight. They're missing a couple of forward options, so he's got a chance to add to his international goal tally. Forward into Opoku, his attempted layoff didn't quite work for Barbonsu, the new debutant, and suddenly there is room here. Advantage played by referee Stuart Atwell. Dessert in the middle was the target, but it is cut out by the 19-year-old debutant Aaron Essel. Alimi released down the left. And even with his keeper diving at his feet, Essel couldn't be certain. Good decision from the teenage debutant. They've taken it quickly of Nigeria. Just in the nick of time, it comes back here to Sadiq Ismaila and Nwabali in the Nigerian goal here. Stanley Nwabali, who plays in South Africa, 20th cap for him tonight. Semi Ajayi back in the fold. Most experienced of their defenders in this lineup, Semi Ajayi for sure. Good job he's back in the fold, given the inexperience of those around him. Here's Wilfred Ndidi. 63rd cap for the Super Eagles skipper tonight. Gideon Mensah playing it cool. Senior man at the back, Semi Ajayi there, 42nd cap for him. Gideon Mensah there, yo-yoing with Auxerre in the top couple of divisions of French football for a while now. Respectable mid-table this season. Stayed up. And he'll have his coach right in his ear throughout this first half. He'll probably be looking forward to the second. Captain Ayew to take the Ghana free kick, looking at the far side, and now here is Bar Bonsu. Bar Bonsu looking for a free kick. He's got up again, he's got the ball at his feet, in towards Ayew. It's an important intervention from Ajayi. They want an offside flag, it hasn't come, and anywhere will do, as it's thumped clear. Oh, mistake at the back from Simpson. Dessert, was he fouled? Well, apparently not. The Nigerian fans behind that goal thought so. Real scare for young Razak Simpson. Dessert is asking the question. Simpson's mistake originally here, and then after he slipped. Well, yes, it was an accident, the slip, but it's still upended Cyril Dessert. Meanwhile, at the other end, bit of a scramble in the Nigerian box. What a lively first 5 minutes. Feels like last night all over again. Looks like Stuart Atwell is going to have to go some to keep up with the pace of play here. Essel. No mucking about from him. Possession gifted away again though. And again. With a quick tempo, seeing a lot of possession turned over here. Looks like Salis Abdul Samid has got a problem here. Injured for plenty of the season just gone. He was promoted with Sunderland to the Premier League on loan from Lens. He seems okay, no treatment required, and back we go. Ajayi. Into Ndidi. Nwabali under some pressure. Here's Sadiq Ismaila. still playing at right back. One of the Remo Stars players, just a second cap for him. Strong from Simpson, and he's earned the free kick too. It was more composed. Mensah away from Onyeka. Mamudu coming forward from right back, and he's continuing his run too. Not used by it. Ghanaian fans wanted a shot. And, it's 3 players who've lost their footing already here on a warm evening. Ambrosius back to Benjamin Asare, who took a little bit of a chance there with Chukwueze breathing down his neck. Very confidently done. Brave boy to do that in front of the Nigeria fans. And another Ghanaian free kick. They're getting on with it, but I think the ball was still moving. There's Papa Daniel of the Niger Tornadoes. Scored 4 times in the season just gone, including in the win against the champions, the Remo Stars, who are well represented out there. Just won their first Nigerian Premier League title, the Remo Stars. Ayew curling it in behind there for Opoku, and that was the intention anyway. Here's Sonia Maichi. A lot of quick turnovers, a lot of niggly fouls. Almost too high pace for its own good, this one, but a lively watch already. SL to Ambrosius, and now Mamudu looking long. That's a great take from Chukwueze, releasing Cyril Dessert. That had to be well timed, and wasn't it just? Aaron Essel, superb. What a busy start to his international career he's had. A real standout player in the under-20 group, the under-20 AFCON in Egypt. And the 19-year-old has had plenty to do in the opening 9 minutes here, and looks like he's going to have his work cut out. Here's the man who picked him. Otto Addo, the first Ghanaian to play for and coach Ghana at a World Cup. Left after that, but back again as of last year. Nwabali under no pressure, looking long again. He's got the height of Dessert to aim at. Nalimi, who is on the physical side too, but his foul again there, just a bit too eager. Sidikou Elimi, another one of the Remo Stars brigade on debut here. And Abdul Samid caught again. Is that on the same ankle he was holding earlier? No, he's smiling. Can't be too bad. He's so eager to get the tackles in at the moment here that you're seeing a fair few little fouls like that. Mensah was already on his bike then, looking for an early delivery. Nessel back to Asare. Now Opoku couldn't go for that, but Bar Bonsu could. Abdul Samid, Ambrosius, and Stuart Atwell. Just having a word with Jordan Ayew there. That whistle's been busy 11 minutes in. Shot on the foot of Onyeka. Meanwhile, Mensah now defending again, and that's a foul on him by Dessert. Everyone mistiming their challenges so far here tonight. Cyril Dessert implying a dive and says every time to Stuart Atwell, but it looked like he caught him just there. Nothing divey about that, to be honest. Cyril Dessert getting a rare opportunity to start tonight. Couple of goals in his 6 caps. Scored against Ghana last year, actually. He's just scored 29 times across the various competitions for Rangers in Glasgow for the season just gone. Another foul, this time by Ashimeru on Wilfred Ndidi. Jai, that's a tantalising ball down the channel, and this time, having been fouled, Dessert will get the free kick the way he wants it. Physical forward down the channels. Maybe doesn't finish as many as, well, perhaps Glasgow Rangers fans would hope, but got better as the season went on for sure, following a bit of criticism earlier on in it, losing his place at times. Eric Shell just been telling Chukwueze and Onyemaichi what he wanted out of this free kick, and that might be it. Oh, the flag's gone up. That wouldn't have counted even if it had gone in. Two or three of them, Dessert included. Ndidi. Only back into the debutant Igo Ugbu. Nice for him to have Semi Ajayi playing next to him. Both trying to get it forward pretty quickly, hence the high turnover, that and the high energy. Absolutely rattling at it here, and Ismaila has won it really well. Awkward cross here, Dessert! Nigeria lead! Cyril Dessert in front of the Super Eagles fans and into the Super Eagles fans. Didn't he take it well? And a huge pat on the back for Sadiq Ismaila. Brilliant from the right back to make it happen. Nigeria 1, Ghana 0. Early hurly-burly at the G-Tech, and we've got a goal already. His team are behind. Dessert, the Nigerian hero. Just look at Sadiq Ismaila here, coming in to win it. One thought in his mind, get down there, get a yard of space. The slip from Razak Simpson is costly, and Dessert took advantage. Great work from Ismaila. And a very composed finish. Cyril Dessert, who scored against Ghana last year for his second Nigerian goal, has done it again here for his third. I don't think you'd say either goalkeeper's had any notable involvement yet. But Benjamin Asari's had to fish the ball out of his net. And here they come again. 3 on 3. Chukwueze trying to release the goal scorer Dessert. Nearly poked it through. And here is Ismaila again. The Nigerian Danny Alves, I saw somebody call him. Well, that was a bombing run in a similar fashion. Eric Shell played international football for Mali. Has coached them before this. Only appointed in January. Slight upturn in World Cup qualification hopes, but they are in trouble in that. 6 nations in their group. They're 4th, Nigeria, and only top is guaranteed through, and the 4 best runners-up have a shot at it. Well, they're 4th, and with 4 games to go, 2 of them are against the top 2. So it is odds against that Nigeria will be at the big show on the other side of the Atlantic next summer. Odds on that Ghana will be their top of their group with a few to play. That all gets going again for both in September of this year. Here's Chukwueze. Mamudu did well, important toe in. And that is absolutely brilliant there from Ashimeru. And he's still going. Was the ball won? Yes, it was. Stuart Atwell had a great view of it. It's a super run from Ashimeru. Nigeria just managing to close ranks as much by luck as judgment. I think they're throwing in the challenges. They're super committed in the tackle so far here tonight. Hugo Ogbu, Slavia Prague, regular for them. Played in European competition this term. Were very unlucky actually not to play in the Champions League. They lost a playoff and should have won it against Lille, who went on to do so well. That's a blatant foul. Chukwueze upended Gideon Mensah with a pretty cynical challenge. Slightly surprised, given the volume of fouls, that Stuart Atwell hasn't got his card out for that one, just to try and maybe calm things down. Past Essel, that is pretty late. This is the one they wanted the free kick for. That is some challenge coming in there. Ball and man taken, but it was an impressive run from Majid Ashimeru of Anderlecht. What a busy night for Stuart Atwell. This one a far easier call to make. Nigerian free kick. Chukwueze delivers, and he delivers well. Glancing head on in, it's cut all the way in. It's 2-0. Semi Ajayi with the killer touch. And once again, a brilliant ball in from the right. The Nigerian fans in dreamland here, not even 20 minutes played in this Unity Cup semi-final as the inquest begin for Ghana. Their inexperienced side has been undone twice here. Ghana need to sort themselves out quickly here. Otto Addo is almost on the pitch trying to get word across, but this is a super ball in from Chukwueze. There's the header from Semi Ajayi from a good 11 yards out, and it's only a glancing blow, but there's enough on it right at the corner. I think it took a touch off a Ghanaian defender. It might have been Simpson. It was Razak Simpson, who has had a tough start to his 6th cap. Ajayi's header may well have been going on target, to be honest, at the other corner. Whether it goes down as Ajayi's goal or an own goal, what's beyond dispute is that Nigeria have had a cracking start here. And here we go. I did suggest pre-kickoff that there wouldn't be much unity involved in this game. These two countries are proper rivals at the top end of African football, and young Essel is down here. And Otto Addo needs to sort out his team quickly. That foul from Gideon Mensah, a costly one. I'm thinking Stuart Atwell might have been hoping for something a little more friendly tonight. It certainly hasn't gone that way for him. From Onyeka and Mensah, both getting a talking to here. Trying to pinch it in through the middle, and Mensah with a little kick out there. If anything, he's the more guilty party with the retribution, and he has done very well Gideon Mensah to not be cautioned yet. He's done a couple of things that could easily have brought a yellow card. Dessert, good pass that from Alimi. Ambrosius standing firm, but Dessert still there. Tail up. Clever little reverse ball too, but Mensah's there to tidy up. Well, they've won it back. They could be in again here. Close enough to Benjamin Asari to try and just calm things down at the back here, as might potential injury stoppage here. All smiles for Nigeria, that's for sure. Super start for the Super Eagles. Let's see if young Aaron Essel is okay. Doesn't look it, does he? Madarini Mahmoudou, another one of the 4 call-ups of home-based players in Ghanaian domestic football, plays for Medeyama. Looks like that caution went to him, but speaking of youngsters, Aaron Essel, who's had a very busy debut here, will be worried that it might be curtailed by injury midway through the first half of it. Problems for Otto Addo. Appointed assistant coach 4 years ago, Otto Addo, first time around. Might have been a dissenting voice that has got Mahmoudou in trouble here. As Otto Addo took the interim job into a World Cup playoff against Nigeria, which he won. A 15-year club career spent entirely in Germany. Defender to whom he's given an international bow tonight is coming off, but in a way that suggests he may well come back on again. Tough start for an inexperienced back line. Nigeria winners of the inaugural Unity Cup. That was back in 2002, just down the road from here. 23 years on, wearing the armband, it's Wilfred Ndidi. Abdul Samid has also talked himself into the book, although Ghana have the free kick here. What a busy start this has been. Ayew delivers. Abdul Samid. Ambrosius, the centre-back, out there on the right wing. A fish out of water. Well, they were asking for cards, and that in itself is a bookable offence. Salis Abdul Samid calling foul of that as Wabali gathers. Don't take your eyes off this one. Onyeka striding forward and riding the challenges. The Brentford player back home in a certain sense. Chukwueze of Milan. Well, we've got their main experienced midfielder Abdul Samid booked. Mahmoudou booked. Essel may be injured, and Gideon Mensah, the most experienced player on the ball here in their back line, treading a very thin line, could have been cautioned already. In danger of really losing their discipline here, Ghana. That's nicely done by Essel, who seems to be okay. Well, they've sent them out there in energetic fashion. There's another loose pass given away cheaply. I thought the lob was on for a minute, and then Daniel went for it, by which time Asare had backtracked just in time. This is chaotic, and I'm not sure if Essel is going to be able to continue here. What was that from Asare? And Abdul Samid, having been booked, couldn't really go in for that challenge, and Papa Daniel going for it. Essel clearly struggling after a bit of treatment a while ago, and I don't think he's going to be able to continue here. Otto Addo, who is not looking best pleased, it's going to be change here. It's been a very short-lived debut. Otto Addo has plenty to say to the fourth official as well. The confirmation of that change then. The stricken Aaron Essel will never forget his debut. Plenty happened in it, but he looks in a lot of pain there. Looks like he's not going straight down the tunnel, but can't continue. Ebenezer Annan plays in Belgrade for Crvena Zvezda, his replacement here. What is going on back here? Great effort from Barbonsu, and Nwabali makes up for a completely unforced error. Not really sure that it's Wilfred Ndini's fault. Nwabali here, under pressure, made a complete mess of it, and Barbonsu nearly had a debut goal. Just couldn't quite curl it over the rather fortunate and bailed out Stanley Nwabali. It's a corner. Just in case you can't keep up, in it comes. It's coming back in as well. Well, he should have done, but Barbonsu has made a right old mess of that. Fabulously entertaining half an hour here. Comes Daniel. He's got a good stride about him and a swagger that suggests he's quite happy in the international scene, this being his debut. Let's see what Nwabali does here for entertainment.